200 plus children is a lot of children, and it's wonderful to feel that they are part of you. Frankly, there is no difference between your own biological children and children you came to know or came to love. But anyway, the first batch took the 10th grade exam 3 years ago. Now 3 batches have graduated from the 10th grade ICSE exam. ICSE is India's one of its top accreditation.
And very rigorous.
Yeah. And all 3 batches, the entire class passed in first class, and half the class passed with distinction. 3 batches in a row. And now the 12th grade, the first batch graduated last year. They all passed again in first class. And they are today in top colleges. National Law College of India, which is India's top law college, very hard to get in. We have a student studying there who wanted to go to law. Then we have some students in engineering, some in liberal arts, in places like Mount Carmel and so on. They have been able to get admission on merit, not on caste basis, because getting in on caste and not able to cope with the program is no good. And our children have all been able to get admission on merit, and in another 4 or 5 years, they would have their master's degrees in whatever field they do, and they will start their first job. And I'm waiting for that to happen. And it's tremendously exciting and tremendously gratifying. You see, we are the only school that I know of, or only endeavor that I know of, that starts from age 4, from preschool, all the way up to the master's program. I don't know of a program like this anywhere in the world.
I don't either.
Because they have become our children. We want our own biological children to go to college and do well. If they, we have to find a way to send them to college and so on. So this commitment is almost 19 years. That's a long time commitment.
Considering the importance of education in a girl's life, I am very proud to teach the girls of 3rd grade at Shanti Bhavan. It is said that home is the first school and a mother is the first teacher of a child. Bearing this statement in my mind, I feel responsible in helping the girls learn in a better environment at Shanti Bhavan. For Shanti Bhavan is not only their school but also their home.
Coming from backgrounds where they are deprived of their rights, here at Shanti Bhavan, it is just the opposite. As Mahatma Gandhi said, when one girl is educated, the whole family is educated. These girls are among the first to be going to school in their families, and they will one day uplift their families from hardship. I personally feel these girls will be the trendsetters in their communities.
There are volunteers who come to teach us from all over the world.
The girls come across to me very self-confident. They come across to me as ready to go take on the world, and they know that they have a place in the world, and it's not just to be cleaning houses, it's to be leaders, and they're becoming leaders here.
Their home, away from home, is Shanti Bhavan. So I want to make sure that Shanti Bhavan remains there all through their lifetime and the future children's lifetime. So making Shanti Bhavan financially stable, sustainable, and the program remains honest to its original mission. That it doesn't dilute itself by doing things that are outside the scope of it, and that it must be an institution that is excellent in education, but also leadership qualities and things of that kind. And equally important, having the right character and values. Not my philosophy or somebody else's philosophy, but one of accepting universal values of honesty and integrity and transparency, those kinds of values that everyone throughout the world agrees with, And so we hope that we can bring them up that way, and it remains so for a long time. That means that the next generation of people who run the school have to embrace these values. And we are constantly trying to financially make it stable. My ability to support this institution totally doesn't exist anymore. So we have to seek help from outside. And also the managers, the next generation of managers, they are trained and they embrace these values. So this is a challenge. This is an everyday effort, and hopefully we will succeed.
Well, you touched on this, but a very simple question. How can other people help you?
That's a very good question, and the answer is others can help. Okay. It is a wonderful feeling to have, especially if you're successful in life and financially successful or reasonably successful, to be able to touch the future of a child. Making sure that you give that opportunity to the child to come out of poverty. So the first way you can help is to sponsor a child. It costs us approximately $4, just over $4 a day, to house, provide meals, clothing, care, education, recreation, medical, everything that you need to bring up a child. And believe me, there is no difference between your child and your biological child. You want to give everything that you can possibly do. For $4 a day, it's a pretty good bargain, isn't it? But people think sometimes that is too much for the poor, but I don't believe that's the case. Okay, but leave that debate for another day. So it works out to approximately $1,600 a year for a child. Another program we have is $1 a day. Say to yourself, well, I'm going to save $1 a day. And I'm going to, at the end of each month, put $30 online on the website. Shanti Bhavan has his own website. You Google on Shanti Bhavan, you will hit the site, and I think we can provide the website name. So these are ways that you can do. And then, of course, you have children who are just started college and above the age of 21, then those children can volunteer. We have volunteers coming from all over the world, Europe, United States, from top colleges, from all the way from Harvard to Princeton to London School of Economics and so on. And you have heard about it. You have been there, so you know about it. And I would suggest that those who want to teach the children in the fields that they're comfortable with, whatever they're studying, they're young people going to college, they're specializing in a given subject or subjects, they could teach that at different levels. We have from grade 1 all the way to 12th grade. Even sports, games, music, you could contribute. We take 15 volunteers at a given time. They serve anywhere from 1 month to 1 year. That's a normal range. They can decide when to do it. They apply for it, and we'll be happy to welcome.
The girls in Shanti Bhavan have big dreams.
We, as their role models, keep telling the girls to be strong and level-headed thinkers. I'm certain that the values like honesty, integrity, and respect that we teach them will lead them in the right path.
I want to be actually many things. I want to become a dancer, an artist,
businesswoman,
a computer engineer,
a fashion designer,
businesswoman, a singer. I want to become a cardiologist. I want to become a teacher. because I want to discover medicines for diseases that do not have medicine.
I want to become a lawyer because I've seen people deprived of rights and I want to do something to help them. I want to be a sports star.
I want to become a film director when I grow up because I want to make movies that will influence people in a positive way.
Because I want to prove to the world that not only boys can play ball, girls also can.